bitch. You're such a 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 bitch.
Hello? Hello? Oh, wait. Hello?
You're such a
There we are. Hello! Gonna wait just a couple more minutes for more people to roll on in. Hi, everybody. I hope that y'all are having a good Sunday. I'm not very used to doing a stream like this where I'm just going over stuff, so hopefully it won't be too awkward. Ooh, Poggies in the chat.
You're such a bitch.
I wonder if I should turn off the stream overlay. If it gets too annoying, we can turn it off. Meowdy there.
You're such a bitch.
Thank you so much for the follows, by the way. There's so many that I can't even keep track of them. Hello!
You're such a bitch.
Let me get my little... It's not really a script. It's just like a little, guideline for how I want the stream to go. Why is the stream telling me I'm such a bitch? That's my stream, or my follow alert sound. I guess I could turn that off. How do I... Let me see. Is it up here? Let me see.
You're such a bitch.
Let's see. Can I mute this for now? I don't think it's something I can just mute.
You're such a bitch.
Is that a thing? Can you just mute certain things? I promise I stream. I haven't streamed in like a month, but I do promise I stream.
You're such a bitch.
I guess I can go to the Streamlabs website real quick.
You're such a bitch.
Let's log in with this just for a moment. I'll probably keep like the notification, like the drop down going down, but I'll take off that. Is it an alert box? Follows. And let me see. Oh, thank you so much for the subscription. I'm glad to know you were doing well, and we'll do streams occasionally, but I can't say, unfortunately. I need to go sleep soon for studies tomorrow. Get some good sleep. I hope that y'all have a good night's sleep if you're leaving. Thank you so much for coming.
You're such a bitch.
Oh, it's still going. Oh, wait. Did I not save it? I might have to save it. How do I save? Save settings. Okay. So we'll turn that down for now. I will lower the subscription sound because I still want to thank people who do sub. There we go. This isn't League, what the heck? I know, we're doing something different for once. Oh, Toolbox, thank you so much for the bits. I don't usually get bits, so maybe I should get like a little, I know some people have like bit cups. Okay, yeah, it's drop down still going, but no more notification, that's good. I was told there'd be free cake here. Listen, I don't even have cake for myself. Wait, we're not leaguing? No, not right now. Oh, Echo Arc, thank you so much for the sub. Today we're going to be doing a update, going over some stuff, and some stuff in the future and from the past for Remember the Flowers for the development system. Got you, thank you so much for the sub. Hello. Oh, yes, the Shiro kiss. Yeah, Mo's music is so good. God bless. Whew. I'm a little nervous. I've never really done like a announcement stream like this by myself. The last time I did this was with Orion, but he is actually no, I shouldn't say unfortunately. He is at TFF right now, and as far as I'm aware, he's having a blast. Get to the grind day way in Grand Blue Fantasy. Oh my gosh, I've been playing Grand Blue Fantasy all day. That's why I actually was literally just farming. Kildurex, thank you so much for the sub. Oh wait, did somebody gift you a sub? Oh my gosh, somebody's... Unfortunately, Orion is having fun. True. Okay, Crimson Foxo, thank you so much for the sub. Oh my gosh, I never expect to get this many subs. I'm gonna use this stream as an opportunity to draw Axel again. Oh my gosh, please do. I love how you draw Axel. Orion is our EPS warrior. Me too. A lot of today's stream would be available to rewatch after ending tomorrow. Yeah, I should be able to load it today or tomorrow. I think because I'm a Twitch affiliate, I have my VODs for at least 2 weeks. I've seen your... If you're the Vajra I'm thinking of, I'm pretty sure I've seen your art. Speaking of Axel, I bought the body pillow after Popper restocked her inserts. I couldn't resist. I need to get my inserts. I keep forgetting to get my inserts. Unfortunately, there's a fun convention happening, and they're having fun right now. I know. How could they? I almost didn't want to stream right away, but I have so many announcements that I've been wanting to get off my chest for literal months that I wanted to do as soon as I could. I figured the weekend after the last Patreon build would be a good... it'd be a good time to just like get all of my feels out. Holy shit. Echo Arc, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Oh my god. Ooh, Poggies. Orion having fun, not in my house. Makes him a marketable plushie. Everyone say thank you for Echo Fox for gifting you all the subs. Jericho plushie one. Ooh, I wonder... I don't know if Popper would ever do like a creator merch of the creators, but that'd be a cute idea for a merch like a merchandise line for all the personas of the writers for visual novels to get merchandise. I cannot wait for the Axel plushies. Me neither. I'm really excited to get mine. I got to see the prototype a long time ago, and the changes that we had done, like, mwah, they really know what they're doing when it comes to making plushies. Especially for the Axiom bracelet. Do I still have it? I think I have like a very, very early prototype they sent me of the Axiom bracelet. I do. I have it on my shelf with all my VN stuff. Man, I love yours and your team's work. It was a big inspiration for me making fanon. I assume you meant to say fan fiction for it, which good for you. I've wanted to make fan fiction for the longest time, but I've never been able to just sit down and do it. No, that's not true. I did do an Ad Astra fan fiction that I want to eventually make into a VN, but that's beside the point. Okay. I think we've got enough people in to really drop the news. So like I said, I do apologize if this is kind of like an awkward stream. And I did want to give another disclaimer that it might not be entirely spoiler free, because a lot of the updates and ideas I have do kind of pertain to the future of Remember the Flowers. So I do apologize if I spoil something from the Patreon build that you may or not have read, but that is the disclaimer. Let's see. I personally wanted to thank and apologize for how long. I wanted to thank you guys for the patience between the last build and this current build, and apologize for why it took so long. For those who have read it, as far as I can see, everything that we had planned for landed pretty well, and this last build definitely was the most like intensive for all of the production that went into it, especially the end credits. Orion was working on those for like at least 2 months straight, trying to put it into Ren'Py and make sure that it worked. We've been working with several artists to make I guess this is the big spoiler, so cover your ears for like 10-15 seconds if you want to get if you don't want to get spoilered. But this past build was like the turning point / halfway point for the story. Therefore, we really focused on tying up a lot of loose ends and starting the new stuff a little bit. I'm probably gonna put my foot down for the next several builds to be like, we're not gonna go as balls to the wall in terms of production for them. Obviously we still want to get CGs, and we also want to get like updated sprites when we can, but we probably don't need as much for the future, at least for right now. Actually, no, there is a certain build coming up which might have a fair amount of CGs, but that's just because it's probably easier to storytell with a lot of CGs than to write. It's a subject matter that I'm not super confident in, so we might get CGs to accompany that. I also wanted to apologize for my own lack of communication. I feel like in the past few months, I feel like I should have communicated a little bit more and better. It got kind of hard for me to say it's coming soon, we're working really hard, because while that was true, it's obviously not the answer people really want to hear all the time. And I'm always super like, I try to be super like aware of like, okay, this is still a product that people are like supporting. I definitely need to at least be active in the development, or like try to be communicative. But I honestly, my anxiety would just like spike whenever I would try. So I was just like, I'm just going to do what I can, which I feel like it wasn't a lot. So I do apologize for the radio silence for the past at least couple of months. When it first got into the development, it was pretty standard. Going forward, we're pretty transparent that there's not going to be a build every month. There might not even be one every 2 months. We really wanted to update or up the production quality, as a lot of y'all have seen, which has landed beautifully. I actually just read chapter 16 with a friend of mine last night, and keep in mind, I don't really read the actual builds myself anymore because Orion codes it all and then we upload it. Oh my gosh, Echo, thank you so much for the 5 gifted again. Oh, my train of thought. Where did it go? Oh, I don't really read them in the visual novel anymore because I have to download them manually, just like everybody else, and I always forget to do it. So when I was reading it, I was blown away by how much Orion does with it, like the Titania scene, like, mwah. I did not realize he did all those poses. I did not realize he had, I knew the CGs and like the sprites, but I didn't realize he did all that to make it so, I don't know if interactive is the word. Will there be a segment in the streams where we can ask questions? Yeah, I think I was planning to do like a short Q&A for anybody who has things, because like I do want to be more like approachable in that aspect. So those were the main points. Like going forward, just like we wanted to be aware that there's probably only going to be built at the soonest every 2 months instead of every month. It's possible it might even be every 3 months. We yeah, that was it. Blaine, thank you so much for the sub. 143 viewers. I know I don't really like to use my like the RTF stream to like just do my normal streams because I feel like that's not the place for it. So I'm not very used to having this many people watch me live. One of my favorite recent changes was the consistent use of Axiom graphics to signify their use. The last time I read it, that didn't exist. Yes, Orion, during the downtime, he updated a lot of past stuff, including he's been working with a lot of artists to get CGs for... Excuse me. He's been working with artists to get CGs for past builds, which he's been posting in the Whips channel on Patreon. That's also what we've been trying to take advantage with downtime, is to be like, okay, so for right now, if we're waiting on assets, if we're waiting on coding, if we're waiting on writing, if we're waiting on editing, let's see what we can do for past builds. And I swear, one day I'm going to go back and rewrite some of those early builds. I can't even look at them without, like, cringing. Let's see. That being said... you can see, I say that a lot, and Orion has pointed out that it's like you also write that a lot. You're gonna, if you hear me enough, you're gonna see some of the things I just say a lot are in the visual novel a lot. Let's see. So those were like the big like updates I wanted to go over. And I don't think this is considered a spoiler. Let me see if I can do this well. Where is this? Here's like the biggest announcement. I personally feel like it makes me fairly guilty to have the Patreon up without a build going out, but we've gotten to the point where we're paying for a lot of like work to be done over the months that we kind of do need to keep it up. So I was brainstorming to find something I could do to fill in the gaps of those months without a build. So this is like the big announcement that I wanted to show. Let me see if I can drop this. Well, there we go. When there are months without a proper build, I plan to release a short story of about 2,000 to 3,000 words on Patreon. They're gonna be canon. They're gonna be only on I plan to only make them on for patrons until the next public build goes out, so that there's a reason that people are still subbing to the Patreon. I have to go over with Orion on that because he wants to code them into the visual novel, which I need to figure out the logistics of, because I'm like, oh, we're gonna have to get some new sprites to go over the fact that a lot of the stuff is going to be from the past. There's some stories I have planned for the present, like, time. The biggest, or the driving force behind these short stories are stories that I want to tell with the cast and the crew, but just don't fit narratively in the visual novel during the update where it could be relevant. So we're gonna do, the first one, this is the preview for it, is going to be with Damien and Cyrus way back when. We, like I said, Sorry. I should have got some water. I'm already running out of steam. I'm not used to talking this much. Do you plan to make these short stories for free after a month, or will they stay Patreon exclusive? That's what I'm trying to gauge. It's either they're going to be exclusive to Patreon, and then I just release another one onto Patreon, and then the next one will go public, or they're all going to be Patreon exclusive until they are released. For right now, they're just going to be like text-based, and then eventually they'll be coded in. A lot of you, like some of y'all are real like eagle-eyed. You saw in the menu that there's like a question mark option in the VN. That is for the short stories to go at some point. This is going to be a good outlet for me to tell things that I haven't had a chance to do. And then it's given me a lot of ideas to do that I never really thought of doing. Orion692, I gotta go to work. See y'all later. Bye! Bros does a good combination of this with their short stories. The sprite background work is lower grade, but the stories are still awesome. I didn't know they did that. When I brought this up with friend... Oh. Can't see it. Somebody subbed. Thank you so much for the sub. Percy, thank you so much for the sub. So that's that one. I have another one ready to go. I'm like tempted to share it. Should I share it? I'm kind of excited, so I kind of do want to show it. Here is the second one that we have in mind. This is the second short story that I had the idea for. Core Progressions is a series of short stories that are Patreon exclusive. They're canon and you get to learn about the certain characters and more, but they're not necessarily for the main story. I have some ideas for like some AU short stories I've always wanted to write. That would be like big disclaimer. That would be like a big disclaimer on whether or not it's canon or not. Madcap, yes! We've been working with him for the past like 2 months, I think, at this point. The time kind of flies by. He's been an absolute joy to work with. He's been super excited and has come up with a lot of really good ideas. I have a question. Would you like for the characters to have voices in the future? I know most VNs don't have voice acting, but just curious. I'd love to work with voice actors because I love like the voice acting industry as like a whole. It would probably be a while before we could compensate for them, and I'm not super comfortable with volunteer work in general. So we'll just have to see about that. So that's like the big announcement. That in between months without Patreon builds, we are going to have short stories, about 2,000 to 3,000 words. Some are one-offs, some might be a short series. It really just depends on the ideas I come up with and really just want to write. See, let me hide that. A couple other announcements is that we finally have, thank God for Compy Mono, who is one of our Pop Print merch representatives. He and I did a panel back in MFF of last year. We are he edited it after I told him. It's like, oh no, I'll edit it, don't you worry, it's okay, I can do it, I know how to edit, and then I just didn't. So thank God for him. He went ahead and edited it in his spare time. He's like, here you go, it's done. I'm like, what? Sorry, I did not realize I had procrastinated this long. Thank you so much. Jericho, Orion is yelling at me if this is being recorded. Tell Orion it's Twitch, everything's recorded. And he also says hello, he's playing Mahjong with Dax and he hates you. Yes, this is going to be recorded, and I'll be posting or uploading the VODs for everything on. Do we have an RTF YouTube? I guess I can just put them on my YouTube channel. That's something that I'll have to figure out. Let's see. The other big panel that we had was the Remember the Flowers reading panel, which I believe that got edited a few months ago, and God bless everyone who was in there because they've been super patient with us. I did not want to do a big ping announcement until the last build had come out because it had taken so long to. come out. I never wanted people to get like their hopes up and then be like, oh, it's not the actual build. So they've been very patient with me for that. Yes, Crimson, thank you so much for editing that. We can post. I don't know if y'all have a YouTube channel you want to post it up. I'm more than willing to put it on whatever YouTube channel I'm gonna post my other panel on. Let me grab somebody real quick. I'm gonna send her a guest invite. She's gonna go over some like community stuff ideas that she's had that I thought was a really good idea. And you're here. Okay. Thyne, I'm going to DM you. So whenever you want to, you should be able. This should just jump you into this call, and then you'll be live on stream. So whenever you're ready, you can come in. Thyne Truly on YouTube. We can post it on there. And then I will link it to the Twitter and the Discord. I thought that early part would have taken a lot longer. It only took 20 minutes. Not even, maybe 15 minutes. Hello, Orion here. What did I miss? Orion, you're a mod, and this is the first time you've chatted. I hope you understand how that makes you look. My model's so cute. Thank you. I actually forgot the commands for it. I don't use it. I don't use the commands as much as I should. Where is my model commands? I have like a cheat sheet somewhere. One sec, my cursor is spinning. Take your time. Oh yeah, I have the Want to answer a quick question while we wait? Sure, what's your question? I don't think that, I think, what is it, Virality? Isn't that like the VR convention? Maybe I can go to that and use this. I've never done a Virality convention, so I don't know. I just want to share that I went to my very first convention last weekend and had such a blast. I was a bit ancient, but really put myself out there. Yay! I feel like furry conventions are some of the most welcoming places in general. She's here.
Hi! Should I mute the Twitch stream?
If you don't want to hear an echo, you can, because you will. Yeah. You'll definitely hear an echo.
Cool. Yeah. Sorry for jump scaring everyone.
I love your. I just saw your Fuji Tech model or PNG tuber. I love it.
Yeah. It's obviously whenever I talk, my eyes spin, but it's just because my friends tell me I'm so much like Pearl.
I forget, did you have something you wanted me to put? You said you had some stuff you wanted to show. Did you want me to put that up on the overlay?
Yeah, I did. It would be okay. I'm going to prevent my computer from doing, the spinny wheel right now, and rely on the 60-second sizzle reel that Crimson made, and then that should be good. I can talk over that.
Let's see. Oh wait, did you already post it? Oh, the echo one?
Yes. So okay. I think it's echo reading nights in 60 seconds meme.
Let's see. Where did it go? I just put it on my desktop. Where'd it go? There it is. I think I can hear. I guess I should mute my music real quick. So I think I should just be able to drop this into OBS and just play.
3, 2, 1, go.
Video source.
Yeah.
Gay, homosexual, gay.
Oh, does it? Okay, that's good.
Clothes.
Yeah.
Can I see?
It's a
that you
goatee,
again?
not a soul
Yeah.
patch.
Oh, my juicy
Shoot you with my gun.
Oh, shit!
Jenna,
What the fuck? You shot me! Shoot you again.
It was so weird watching it in silence because I couldn't hear it on my overlay, but I guess y'all could hear it, which is good.
Yeah, it's weird how it actually shows up on the stream. But anyway, I am the host of currently called Echo Project Reading Nights. However, this is going to be a community collaboration between me and Jericho. First of its kind, never been done before. And basically what I'm going to be providing is I'm going to be providing my resources to be able to host live table readings on the Remember the Flowers server. And it is going to be super fun, really high quality, very entertaining. As you saw in the video, there's definitely some very memey moments, but really, like, the goal is to have people come in and feel comfortable with performing live. Sometimes we have a side, sometimes we have ad-libs, but for the most part, it's like a loosely guided table read. And a table read, basically what that is a bunch of actors sitting down and reading the lines of the characters in character. So you will definitely be seeing those events going live on the server, and it is going to be really exciting to pull people from the community. Obviously, I work with some really big names in the community. Some people who are very well known for providing voices to a lot of your well-loved characters. Maybe you've seen some of the work that we've done around on reading nights. But yeah, I actually see a lot of the comments being like, I can do a good Damien, I can do a good Ring. This is exactly the kind of passion and the interest that I want to bring, where it's like, oh, how do we bring this story to life in a completely new way? And I'm telling you guys, it is shocking every single time that I am in the what do you call it, like the captain seat, like hosting and you know, doing all the things on the stream, and I'm listening to all of the participants acting, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this scene just came to life. This scene just became real for me, and now I get to experience it almost as if it was like vivid versus, you know, just reading something with the background audio, which definitely enhances it, but it you gotta trust me, it's definitely going to be an experience, and I am sure that everyone will love it.
I'm really looking forward to it. Hearing the first table reading at the convention, it's kind of life-changing to see how much people really were passionate about it. I loved seeing everybody get into character, especially Yugen. He was the most surprised. He was Cooper, right?
Yeah, Yugen was Cooper,
which I was not expecting because he is nothing like him.
Yeah, it was so I mean, the thing is that yes, I did organize that. I threw it out there and I was like, oh, I do this, like I can organize, you know, I'm friends with voice actors. I'm making it very low key. However, at MFF, it was very much like, oh, I'm meeting these people for the first time in person, and now we're performing for like 150 people live. It was wild. It was insane. I was so completely floored, completely over the moon. We're going places, you know, going from exclusively on Echo Discord, and expanding into a live venue and being able to make those connections in the industry. It was very, very um, rewarding to be able to organize that. And I loved meeting some people who are really big in the community. I really loved meeting Radium and Dirk and Yao. Oh my goodness, I love Yao. All of us being able to act together was it was giving me feelings at the panel.
It definitely felt so much more tangible being up there with everybody in person.
Mm-hmm.
I think I think I went to one of the Echo reading nights, and it was very comfy and it was very chill, but it felt just like so much more like professional seeing the layout and the setup and the planning, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is like a production. It was such a cool experience to be a part of. So I really do thank you so much for organizing that.
Yeah, thank you. We have very humble beginnings. We've been around for about, let me see, about 15 months. And so I think that we're still like in the beginning stages of reading nights, just as a production, as a collaboration. But I really do rely on my colleagues, Ice Fang, Yugen, who have both hosted for me when I am absent. And Yugen's in Japan, Ice Fang is in like a completely other part of the country. So the fact that I have people who are really just able to come in and man the stream while I'm out with a cold or something like that, it is so nice. And then I have to thank Dusty. I have to thank. Oh my goodness, I can't be blanking on names right now. This is a really big moment. uh, I am so sorry, but I'm very like Crimson. Please help. I wish you could help. um, yeah, I am so grateful and thankful. And after this stream, there will be a link to the MFF panel live reading, fully edited, massive production value. It's going to be an hour and I think about 15-20 minutes long. And that is going to be it's going to have all of the credits, and it's going to be like from deep in my heart. You guys are gonna have a blast watching it and leaving comments and sharing your reactions.
I definitely want to rewatch it. I'll put a little sticker over my face when I'm watching it though, because I can't stand seeing myself on camera.
Yes, actually that is completely acceptable. We stand my faceless silhouettes.
There's a reason why I have a VTuber model when I stream and not my webcam.
Yeah, I'm really glad that you said that this was a camera off stream, because I am not presentable. I have been editing video all night.
I just shaved for the first time in like 2 weeks today, so I was like, I should probably, yeah. So I feel a little bit more spiffy, but I was like, no, camera off. I want to be in a t-shirt and my heated blanket around me.
So you went from Guy Fawkes to by Shonen.
Yes. I oh my god, anytime I like fully shave my face, people are like, oh my gosh, you look so young. How old are you? Like 18, 19? And I'm like, I'm 27, but thank you. I got carded trying to get on a train when I was like 23, and I'm like, they're like, are you old enough to be on here by yourself? And I'm like, yes, I'm 23, thank you.
Yeah, you can't. That's insane. I can't relate for one, but also, damn.
The voice doesn't help. A lot of people think because of my high voice, I'm a little bit younger than I really am.
You think your voice is high?
Yeah, at least that's what people tell me.
Dang. What a world we live in.
Did you need me to set up like anything on the Discord for the reading night? Like, do you need me to set? Because I
Oh, I'll be able to handle that with Jackson.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, because I definitely don't want to like trouble you with like the technical details. That will be going live. I'm going to have a premiere set up, and then later on today, you guys will be able to roll in, see it start, catch up with us, go live. It's going to be all that good stuff on YouTube.
Let's see. Trying to think of anything else. I was looking at the time, and it's only been 40 minutes, and 15 of that was just setting up. I thought this would have been a little bit longer, but is there anything else we need to announce?
Let me see. So what's really sad is I had advertisements playing on Twitch for most of the time that you were talking about the announcements.
Ooh.
And it was really sad because I was like, well, at least I know what he's talking about.
I know that Twitch is like there's a little preview in the top right hand corner. I'm like, that doesn't help because people can't understand what I'm saying up there.
Yeah.
I'll upload this as soon as I can download it, and then I'll post it onto YouTube.
Yeah, perfect. I definitely believe that you covered all the appropriate bases. And for those of you who do love Echo Project and their titles as well, I know that there's a big community push in order to, popularize and mainstream furry visual novels as a genre, and I am so for that. I'm a huge proponent of that. We're going to be able to improve things over time, and if you are so interested in performing as another character, just keep an eye out, and maybe you'll be able to, chip in and voice your favorite character. That is well within the realm of possibility.
I already saw a few people in the chat ask to like maybe perform certain roles. Did you want to like set up like a casting call or something?
Yes. So with reading nights specifically, what we do is we do not have a quote unquote formal casting process.
Mm-hmm.
A formal casting process is where people audition for roles. We do not do that. We allow people to come in and try and experiment and experience the joy and the beauty of live performance and table reading. It truly is an experience to just behold. And then what we do instead is we have people come in and express their interest in a character and just make a commitment. So for instance, if somebody wanted to play Cyrus, if somebody wanted to play Axel, if somebody wanted to play Cooper, we're going to have a part on the server where people can come in and help plan and organize the upcoming session, and also say like, I would like to contribute longer term in a more official way. That we just ask for that commitment because we do have a fairly high bar in terms of quality and professionalism. Yeah, and the funny thing is that every single stream does go live on Twitch, and I haven't been banned yet, so I think I'm doing something right.
Let's see. Yeah, Echo is looking back. Echo's probably fairly safe to stream. I'm trying to think of.
No, not even remotely.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, no. The content in Echo is definitely, it is right on the verge of TOS violations.
Are you?
Um,
Do you have to set it to like a mature stream?
Yeah, it has to on Echo specifically. It's a mature stream.
Got it.
And for Adastra, we had a lot more flexibility. All I had to do was censor the naughty bits.
Yeah.
And so that was much easier. That was much more pleasant to handle. But the luxury of Remember the Flowers is it is in all ages. VN, right?
Yes. At first, it was advertised as 18 plus. The longer I've gone on, I would just consider the community to be 18 plus.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Because it is like meant like for an adult space. I've definitely seen an influx of like underage readers reading it. But looking back on it and the content of RTF, I'm like, should be fine? Question mark. I don't think.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's not like I'm gonna pull up an old build and be like, haha, pee pee.
Yeah.
Everyone point and laugh.
Because I know there are some like fairly NSFW visual novels that there are minors who read it, and that's when it gets kind of iffy because it's like, you can't be exposed to this. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. I personally have horror stories, as many adults do in adult online spaces.
Yeah.
And the misfortune of meeting somebody who is underage and really, really committed and super like enthused to contribute and perform and do all these things. It's like, sorry, we gotta look out for ourselves.
Yeah.
we don't want to discriminate. It's just this is an adult space.
Yeah, that's kind of how I've been looking at it. It's like the space is adult. I think the content. I mean, it's like when a kid sees a rated R movie. It's up to whoever, like their guardian, if they want them to be exposed to that. But I'd say the space is for adults. The content itself, I can't control every single person reading it, so that's kind of how I've had to look at it lately.
Yeah, I mean, Remember the Flowers is very rated T for teen. Yeah. I would say that the certain genre elements of the story are much more how should I say, traumatizing than adult content. So it's like, whenever you encounter really spooky, scary bits, and you're like, wow, I really haven't seen a penis this whole time. This is another level.
Sorry, I didn't get much sleep last night. I drank a little bit of caffeine before this. I'm like, okay, I'm getting pumped up, but now I'm like, got all my anxiety out of the way.
The amount of anxiety, genuinely, like I have like a 3-minute, 4-minute, 4.5-minute video that I had just to like show. But you know what? I'll finish editing it. I'll post it in the server and just be like, hey, this is what to expect here. So it won't go to waste. That I'll be able to advertise the joy of reading it.
I didn't know you were editing a video. I could have postponed it if I needed to. I'm sorry.
You know what? I'm all about deadlines, and thanks to Crimson, we saved the day. So that's all that matters.
Secord asked me to address the Cooper allegations earlier.
Who's the Cooper allegations?
I don't even know. Secord is like Cooper's biggest fan.
Oh, yeah. Secord is the rep for Paw Print, right?
I don't believe he works for Paw Print anymore. I think he.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
He's doing something
It was
else
Compimono.
now. Yeah, Compimono is still with Paw Print, and Secord is my resident Cooper apologist, whom I hold very near and dear to my heart. He's been around since the very beginning, pretty much.
Yeah. Cooper apologist, that's so cringe.
I always say this, but I remember when I wrote Cooper, I was like, I personally like I can fix some characters, so I thought about making my own. I did not expect Cooper to be that character.
Yeah, yeah. It definitely is one of those experiences where it's like, you meet those people and you're like, something's wrong. Something's wrong. There's something in the water. The these kids are not being raised right or something.
Listen, I can't talk.
Um,
I'm a Leo apologist. Or I'm not even a Leo apologist. I'm a Leo what's the word? I don't want to apologize for him because I think he did everything wrong and I love him for that.
okay, yeah, you're saying that he arrived, he served, he slayed.
Problematic fave, I guess would be the word. Yeah,
Yeah.
problematic fave. Same with Cassius. He's my baby.
Okay, but Cassius is actually like peak character. He has a redemption arc.
I
I
love
love
him.
him.
I would say I'm a
Yeah.
Cassius apologist because I think he had some things worth apologizing for.
Yeah, yeah. If somebody wants to hate a character, hate Alex. Hate
Thank
Kato.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like, yes, Cassius loves that little cat, but you know, who's going to hate somebody for their attraction to Twinks? We can't kink shame, okay?
He's like finally someone smaller than me. That's how I interpret it. And then Alex probably set his foot down once and he's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. That's how I interpret their relationship.
The wild thing is that Cassius is like 6'2".
He tall.
So he's not small by any means. The main character is I think 5'9".
Mario's tiny.
Yeah, and you know what? By the way, that actually does bring me to something very important.
Ooh.
I am the executive producer for Project Astos, and we are an international collaborative effort. And excuse me, I got a notification. We are an international collaborative effort. Working on Ad Astra fan animated. We're planning on making a fan dub of Ad Astra as well. And I would personally really look forward to merging reading nights into Project Astos and making it so that I'm able to have a lot more resources at hand, including voice talent and other connections, because it would be really, really convenient and efficient to have everybody together on one server where it's like, this is the who's who voice actors in the community, and we're able to advertise and pull people in and audition and apply for that kind of thing. And then it's like we'll be like the head of the octopus, basically.
Have you already started setting up a space for that?
Project Astos already has a team server.
Okay.
We are going 15 months strong as well. And I am currently in correspondence with Howley. Haps is a part of our server. Love talking to him. And I am soon to potentially, maybe, sort of, possibly get a role change on the Echo server. So it's like, you know, things are kind of looking
I can see
up.
that. You're moving up. How does it feel?
It feels like the part of Toy Story where it's like the claw and, you know, the so long I go to a better place. But to be quite fair, I am completely blown away and so grateful for the people who not just come into my life but also contribute and I really this is nothing. This is nothing without everybody that I work with, including the people who created the projects, like Jericho and Haps and Howley. So
I don't think there's another community I'd rather do this in than the furry community.
oh, exactly.
Like,
And the thing is that your story, it's perfect for the furry fan. Like I really love the fact that the story just opens and it's like, look at my big tiger boyfriend. He's super adorable and cuddly.
may or may not have been speaking from my own personal biases at that point, but who doesn't want a big
Yeah.
fluffy tiger?
We don't judge. We fully support tiger rights and tiger wrongs as well.
Not tiger wrongs.
Oh, Alex is kind of girl bossing sometimes.
He is, and I can't hate him for that.
No, not
Mhm.
even a little bit. I love how honest he is.
Excuse me, sorry, I had another yawn.
You are perfectly fine.
Someone, go ahead.
No, you're good. What's up?
I just noticed that somebody said they'd want to do maybe a Q&A session. Is that something you'd be down to do for a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get some Q's and we will provide the A's. Is Orion planning on joining at all to help answer some questions?
No, he's still at TFF.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. This is my first time doing like a stream without him into this caliber, so I was like, that made me a little bit nervous because I do almost everything with him, so I was like, ah.
Well, at least I'm here to keep company,
I appreciate it. It like when I do the reading. Did we do the reading panel and then I did my panel? I can't
Yes,
remember.
you did your panel after ours. I think 2 or 3 hours after ours.
Yes, that's right. Doing a panel with just even one extra person made all the difference in the world.
Mm-hmm. Compimono actually came with the receipts. I genuinely was so shocked that you guys are so well educated and really know your stuff when it comes to writing and creating a cohesive story, building that world. I really do believe that you are creating one of the best stories in the indie video game space, just overall. And yeah, it is a miracle to be able to see that develop live, not just be a part of it.
You can't see me right now, but I have my hands over my face. That make me blush so much.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You're just doing a good job.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
So we got some questions rolling in. Last year you announced that your new VN would be releasing this year. Will RTF and that new project share development times? Will that affect the release schedule of RTF?
I'm so glad you asked that because that's something I meant to update a while ago. As soon as I posted that, Orion was like, why did you say that's coming this year? It's probably not going to come out until next year at the earliest. And I'm like, oh, I forgot that.
Yeah.
I posted it at the end of this 2023. I should have posted it at the beginning of 2024, saying it'd be at the end of 2025-ish.
And the thing is that at MFF, you specifically said, don't force something to come out sooner than it's supposed to. Like, just give it time to breathe, give it time to develop. And you really were like, I think you said it was like 18 months that you've been developing the story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's there's a lot of time to really polish it up and be like, oh yeah, this is going places. The story is going to blow some socks off.
It's definitely the next project I've already done a lot of extensive changes to the story for the better, I feel. So I'm using the downtime in between builds to work on that as well. As for affecting the release schedule of RTF, I don't plan to push that out until RTF is like done. I don't think we'll do like concurrent releases because I feel like that'd be a big headache.
Yeah, that I think that it's best to focus, and that is the recipe for making the best thing that you possibly can, regardless of the medium.
Question from Crimson: From when you started writing writing RTF to now, how has the drafting process changed? How would you recommend new VN writers to draft a VN since it's so different from story writing? My biggest thing is to always have your ending in sight, to build up into. I've had the ending set in stone since I started, like before I even started writing the build. First build, but that being said, the middle has changed a lot. There's like dozens of characters that were not in the initial draft that I've been working into the main story. That's the biggest challenge I've had, and I feel like so far it's been good. Being ambitious can be detrimental, so thank God for our Ryan, because he's like, you shouldn't add this character right now. I'm like, okay, thank you.
Having that little voice on your shoulder, having an outside perspective is so fucking valuable.
Did you have any other projects before RTF? How hard is it to manage so many moving pieces? This is my first project, and the management side, thankfully, Orion, he's my literal co-leader. He's like my right-hand man. He is the other half of RTF. Would not be able to do it without him. He's been, and I think his IRL job, he's a manager for a team too, so that probably helps.
Yeah, I actually remember him talking about working on big digital projects. We were able to like nerd out on like, cause he's a programmer as well for Remember the Flowers, and I'm a computer engineering major in real life, so it's like there's some cross paths. There's some neurons that are firing. I would love to ask, what does the question, does Ash like boys mean?
Oh, I think I saw that. I assume they want to know if Ash, Silver's brother, likes boys.
Oh, gotcha.
I guess you'll just have to find out. I won't answer questions like that because there's always a potential that I might contradict myself in the novel.
Allow me to stir the pot. He is off limits, and crossing Silver with the intention to date his brother, I think is probably a lethal proposition.
I'd like to see it though. That'd be funny.
Yeah, it would be really funny.
I
love Silver.
Ash is just single because all of his boyfriends run away when they see Silver like reading the newspaper a couple booths away, glaring at him.
Yeah. You mean girlfriend?
Girlfriend, you know? Yeah. Partner.
So, set birthday dates. Is that a good segue into like the canon slash the wiki that you have? Is there a way that you have all of that stuff like cohesively laid out?
So I have ideas for some of them. I don't want to make them public yet because I'm always trying to work it into the timeline to see if it could metal something up. I got that inspiration from the Full Metal Alchemist author. She has never released a character birthday for any of her characters because she didn't want to mess with the headache of it interfering with the plot. Gotcha. That being said, a few of the characters that are orphans, so they don't know their birthdays. If they did have a birthday, it would be something that they themselves would set. Like when you adopt a cat, you probably don't know their actual birthday, so you're just like, you're a black cat, so your birthday is Halloween. That's what I did with my black cat.
That sounds like a very a social aspect to the concept of a birthday. And it's really funny how that mirrors how we treat animals as humans. It's like, oh, you're part of the family now, but I don't know when you were born. I guess it's this day. So that makes a lot of sense. It is actually kind of curious how when you like considering the dystopian nature of that future setting, it's like, oh dang, so what's the possibility that they even have those social rituals?
Because there's also a lot of stuff didn't like carry over after the end of the world. So I always whenever I there are some people who ask questions that I have answers to, and like, but I don't want to. I want people to discover it organically just by reading it. Like how I think I established that they don't know what thumbs up means. That got lost.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of stuff like that. It's like I'd rather just wait for people to see it in the story than try to answer it myself.
So birthdays, hand gestures, figures of speech, you know, there's a lot of things. Names for things. A lot of that didn't get that didn't carry forward.
And most importantly, Hatsune Miku did not survive the apocalypse. I know.
No!
Somebody did like a
How could you?
somebody drew a fan art of Axel talking to Cyrus being like, Cyrus, I don't think Hatsune Miku survived.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, you know what? There's got to be a copy of Vocaloid on one of those resume computers. You can't say that to me.
I love how that's the most controversial thing all night.
Oh yeah. I mean, do you really want me to start throwing hands? That's the question. I am fully addicted to Hatsune Miku.
Really?
Right
I didn't see.
Yeah.
I didn't actually know that.
Yeah, I literally play it all the time.
Now I really want to try and find the. I mean, I'll have to go look for it.
Yeah, I have like 36 4-stars.
Let's see.
It's insane. Were Axel and Cooper designed to be likable? Yes,
Yes.
they were. Cooper was designed to be repulsive, but have a redemption arc. Redemption in heavy quotes and asterisks.
I didn't. I designed Cooper to be a very like complicated character, because while I've always what's that phrase that like good people do bad things and bad people can do good things. I don't think Cooper even knows what he is, and that's kind of like his journey.
He looks like a Shiba. Like, I don't know why he's called a wolf. Like, he looks like a Shiba.
That was also like I was like, I want to make him a wolf, but I needed him to stand out. What's a good color for a wolf that I haven't seen before? And I'm like,
oh, I know, piss yellow.
Piss yellow. There's a lot of jokes that people make where they're like, I wonder if he actually took like a power wash shower, if he just turned out to be like a fluffy Samoyed.
Oh yeah. I love the meme of like, he smells so bad because he regularly does water sports, and that's why his fur is yellow. That kills me. Listen, I will not be putting you on the spot. However, I would like to put out there, why'd you gotta torture Cyrus like that? Like, why'd you have to expose him to the biological warfare that is Cooper?
I'm trying to remember. I think it was because at the time there was a lot of visual novels where when they had a wolf, they're like, oh, he has this one specific smell that's so comforting. And I'm like, what if Cooper just smelled really bad?
Yeah.
Because he couldn't afford water at the time. And now. I think he's taken 3 on-screen showers at this time.
Yeah, no, me looking at that, I'm squinting because it's like, ooh, the narrative is shifting. There's tremors in the ground, the if Cooper canonically ends up smelling halfway decent, I think I will riot.
He definitely, like, I think I made a meme, like, a few months ago, being like, maybe after the 4th shower scene, people will stop calling Cooper smelly.
Yeah, no,
It's ingrained at this point, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Well, here's the thing. You know what? My best friend is a dog groomer, and I specifically asked her, and I was like, "Hey, given this scenario, what would you have to do to get this dog clean?" And she said it would probably take multiple baths, and you would have to do it on multiple separate days because the skunk odor eliminator type thing that you use is like enzymatic and like highly chemical. And so in order to remove that much smell and that many mats, like you can't have the smell without the mats, it's just, Cooper, why'd you gotta make it like that? Why'd you gotta make it like that? You are not serving. He really is just a disaster gay.
He's a disaster piece, and I love that for him. He's very fun to write.
Quick question, merch side. Pop Press Shop on China. Is that going to come back?
Oh, what was the question? Let me see.
I noticed Pop Print Press's shop on China Taobao was taken down. Is there any chance that the shop will be back?
Oh, I don't know. I don't have a lot of insight on like the administrator side of Pop Print, so I wouldn't be able to give you an answer on that, unfortunately.
I think that it would be very difficult for anybody to answer that outside of Pop Print.
Yeah.
Because they are a separate entity entirely. We are close to the end of RTF? No, halfway.
No. Yeah, we're at the halfway.
Did you have other projects before you did RTF? No, you already answered that. Let's see. Any other questions? How do you decide on guest artists that work on the VN?
A big oh, my OBS moved. The first thing that catches my eye is if I see them do fan art, I'm like, oh, they're aware of the project. I wonder if they are interested in working on it. That's what happened with Madcap Ian just recently. He did a piece a long time ago, and we were thinking about who can do a good, like, not a montage, a group picture of everybody, including humans, because that can be difficult for some furry artists is to draw humans. So we're like, hey, he knows how to draw both. And he's already aware of the project. Let's just reach out and see if he's into it. That's the easiest way. But I'll be honest, after a couple years of being in this space, you kind of just like network naturally as well. I'll just like DM somebody I've talked to a couple times, be like, hey, you know that I work on this. Is that something you'd like to work on? And then they'll be like, yes or no. And like, okay, cool. Let's either do it or not.
That's what I do. Literally, like every single time I'm like, I have like just a wild idea. I genuinely just shot in the dark. I'll be like, oh, I'm not acquainted with you, but this is what I can provide.
Yeah. I will say, I do. If anyone's ever tried to like reach out to me specifically to work on the project, I don't think I've ever accepted anybody that I didn't already know in advance. Because we'll put out something if we're like specifically working for something, but for right now, I'm probably just gonna keep it like relatively in-house, unless stated otherwise. Dirk's here. Hello.
Oh my goodness, Dirk. Love your voice. Thank you, Dirk. This is the person who played Damien at the panel.
That's right. He did such a good job. He was. Oh gosh. Hopefully.
Oh,
I don't know.
was quaking. I was actually quaking.
Here, I can show this again for Dirk. Dirk, at some point you'll be able to read this scene. Oh, did you wait? You'll be able to read this eventually.
You know what, Dirk? We already did the announcement for Remember the Flowers reading night. So, I'm gonna be poking you. I'm gonna be poking you a lot and being like, hey, come read.
Come read.
Come impress people.
Let's see. I probably got a couple more in me before I pass out.
Mm-hmm.
My social battery. I was like, oh, I can do this, and then I was like, see you.
Yeah, I think that I'm with you on the same page there.
What's another good question? Like zooming, like leaning into my screen to read them. Are there any narrative choices you regret adding / not adding to the story? Ooh, that's a good one. Thankfully, I can answer the second part of not adding to the story. If I did want to, I could just go and write a short story of that. That's my, it's my solution to that problem. As for putting it in, if there's anything I regret, I'd have to go back. There's probably some stuff that I would want to take out because it would contradict a plot point I'd want to build up later, but nothing like I look back. Oh, chapter 2. I do regret writing almost the whole build of Cyrus by himself. I hate that build with a passion. I'm gonna rewrite it at some point.
And would you retcon Cooper smelling bad?
I'm just gonna come out and say it. After a few showers and living in a decent environment, I don't think Cooper smells that bad anymore. I'm just gonna
that bad.
that bad. He's tolerable. He doesn't smell because like animals in general would probably smell.
You know that there's people who are really getting frisky at the thought of a wet dog smell. That is awful.
I don't think that if he walked into a room, all the flies would drop dead.
He used to, though.
That's somebody. Beltrick, shut up!
Oh, yeah, Dirk. Do you have ever plan to have RTF voice acted in the final product? I would love to hear your part, and then I can also contribute to that.
Yeah, of course. I would love to work with voice actors on a professional level to voice act for RTF, but I would want to compensate them for their time. I don't like taking anything for free. It makes me a little uncomfortable because I think there's a weird power imbalance of getting volunteer work for something like this. So yeah. I would definitely be open to the idea of it, probably when the project is completely done. And then we could work on like compensating, because obviously Cyrus, Cooper, Axel, they would probably have to be compensated the most because they have the most screen time. So it'd be a lot of calculating in that regards. But overall, I'm open to the idea at some point.
Mm-hmm. And to give everybody in the community and the audience some insight, because this is actually part of my job as an executive producer, it costs tens of thousands of dollars to get top tier actors to work on a project for that would be for between 20 to 40,000 lines, and like that is how do I put it, a fraction of the size of Remember the Flowers. So
Orion, I think there's over, I know we passed the 100,000 word mark a while ago. I think we're over 200,000. I'd have to go back. And then my editor.
100,000 words?
Yeah.
You're way over that.
See, that's what I don't even know what it is anymore. I had to go back and look.
Listen, I will be able to tell you live on stream.
My editor, as he said, like a novel is like how long is the average novel? How many words? How many words is the average novel? The average novel is about 70,000 to 120,000 words. So we've already written over a full novel, which just an audiobook is for something like that is like well over 8 hours straight. So that's a lot of stuff to compensate for.
Yeah. Okay, so me opening up Notepad++. This is gonna be this is gonna be a rough estimate, but so it's accurate.
Here's a question: are there more humans and beastmen in the post-World 7 Stars? I don't know. That's not something. I don't know if there'd be like an official census for that. Are there any humans outside of Resume? Oh yeah, they're all over the place.
I would say total that there's between 20 and 30,000 lines for the whole game so far.
20,000. That's lines. Geez.
Yeah.
There's probably at least 7 to 10 words on average per line, right?
At least, yeah. So you're easily past the 200,000 mark.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I guess like when each build is about 10,000 words and there's 17 chapters and a couple interludes and some are way longer than that. Yeah, probably over 200,000 words.
I will be honest. Remember the Flowers is definitely one of the longer reads. It took I think it took me like 5 days straight reading.
Well, is it longer than Adastra?
Oh, way longer.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Adastra is 17,000 lines.
Wow.
Yeah, and Echo is 20,000 lines per route.
Okay.
Or, I mean, between 15 and 20.
Yeah.
So total, it adds up to about 85. I think it's like 87,000 lines total in Echo. But in terms of length, there's only a few. There's only a few visual novels that are longer.
Huh. I guess. Huh. It's hard to internalize that because I'm always like, oh, RTF's not that long. Sometimes I feel like I just started it still.
You're like literally like half as long as Echo, and you're like, it's not that big.
It's not that long. No.
I did see something kind of interesting. Axel's black sclera. Is that just because he's like, tiger and tigers have black sclera?
I'm just a big fan of black sclera in general. I don't think there's ever going to be like a real plot point to it. I think it's just like a genetic thing that some beastmen can have.
That's kind of what I was thinking, is like just genetic variation between beast people.
Yeah, I thought it would fit his black and white color scheme already.
Yeah, of course. I'm very opposed to the opinion that Axel is scary. Those kids are dumb. Fuck them kids.
He's this big man with big teeth and scary eyes.
That's adorable! I'm that little girl holding the xenomorph by the hand. All right, you're ready to call it?
I think I am. I'm so sorry. I was like, oh, I think I could keep going for a little while longer, and now I'm just like,
no, you're good. The sclera question is the last one, and there hasn't been a question in a while. So.
Okay. Oh, that's a good one. Was BNA a big factor in creating RTF? It definitely inspired some things with the cyberpunk-esque and the furries in the world. But that's the last one. that one pertained to my hyperfixation. Like, oh, okay, I can squeeze that in real quick.
Oh my goodness, anime in my furry visual novel?
No.
It's more likely than you think.
Oh, now I need to write a short story of Damien taking Cyrus to a Hatsune Miku concert.
Oh my fucking goodness. I would scream.
Alrighty.
But anyway, I hope that you guys have a very, very lovely rest of your day. I'm going to continue working.
Yeah.
You get to have a nice rest, and I'm gonna be, bugging the mods on your server.
Yeah, and let me know if y'all need anything. I mean, Jackson, like, he DMs me, like, we DM all the time. Like, let me know if y'all need anything, like, to set everything up. And I will post the visual novel panel today before I forget. I'm gonna go download it and upload it. I'll announce on the RTF Patreon or Discord when that's up. So yeah, that'll be up soon.
Oh right, yeah. So it'll be 2 YouTube links. It'll be your visual novel writing panel, and it'll be the RTF live reading panel.
Yes.
So look forward to those 2 YouTube links. It's gonna be over 2 hours of content.
Let's fucking go.
Yes.
I'll download it on my iPad so I can listen to it on my way home.
Woo!
Alrighty, y'all. Thank you all so much for coming. And Thyne, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you being here to help with these announcements because I know I would have butchered it.
Hey, that's what I'm here for. And then not only that, I will continue supporting you in all your endeavors because you're making a great story and you're a stand-up guy. So
it's been a pleasure working with you. And again, let me know if you need anything, okay?
Absolutely.
Alrighty, y'all.
Take care, guys. Thank you for having me on.
Bye-bye.
Bye.